Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So today we are going to do a replay on the little brother of the Object 268 version 4. This thing is basically the Object 268 version 4 at tier 7. It is a flippin' beast. The gun is awesome. The armor's awesome. Maneuverability is awesome. It is used to be a big pile of crap, and then they buffed it when before they came out with the new tank destroyer, the 268 version 4. So they buffed the tier 7, the tier 8, and the tier 9 is what, the 263, right? Yeah, it's the 263, which is kind of a little bit weird considering if you look at these compared to the 263. I'll show you all three of them here. So this is the tier 7, and then you get the SU 101. This is the tier 8, almost looks identical, still a lot bigger gun. And then you go to the tier 9, which nothing like the other ones. I guess just, because it's an open top, maybe that's basically, that's about it. But, so anyways, why am I doing a review of this thing? Because I've played it several times in the last couple days. I'm going to show you two replays. I've got the post-game stats for the one that I did today, and I had one yesterday. This thing is a monster. It is literally the 268 version 4 at tier 7. It is it's a badass. That's just the easiest way to put it. So let's go over it, do a quick review, do some gameplay and post-game stats, and you're going to be rushing to your garage to buy this as fast as you possibly can. I can almost guarantee it. So, they buffed literally almost everything about this too, if I remember right. The gun fires fast, great penetration. I can penetrate tier 8s no problem. I can penetrate tier 9s with this thing. If I can't get through with 212 standard, 258 will go through a tier 9 pretty easy. So 212 standard, AP round, 258, you get APCR, which is awesome. 50 for your HE. So the HE is still not even that bad either. 250 average damage for your standard and your premium, 330 for your HE. I'll skip the other numbers because I keep finding crew members. I've got this stupid mentor on. I don't know what the hell I was thinking when I set him up with that. It shows you how long it's been since I played this. I've only got 13 matches in it, but that's because before it used to be such a piece of just crap. But, so yeah, anyways, let's get these so we can kind of all see them here. So, rate of fire on mine, which is 100% crew, gun rammer, enhanced gun lane drive, and I went with the binocular telescopes, and it's at 52% on the first crew skill, so it's not like some super duper crew. Rate of fire is 9.79, so the reload is 6.13 seconds. Awesome. You got great penetration, and you got an awesome reload. You can spit rounds downrange, so sometimes you really got to watch it because you'll get close to running out of ammo. I mean, you got 40, 3, 4, 5, about 45, 46 rounds, whatever it is. So, yeah, you need to watch. You really want to not take too many blind shots because you'll find that after a match, I think like the one we just had, I shot like 16 times or something. I didn't realize I even spit that many rounds down range. Gun traverse 27.12, which that's just the left and right of the gun, which is pretty good. The traverse speed is about the only downfall, is 26.808. Not the fastest traverse. But with the horsepower and the specific power to weight and everything and the speed, you can usually kind of keep reversing and backing up at the same time to keep something in front of you. So, but it still can, well, any tank can be circle strafe, but your non-turreted tank destroyers, are kind of a little bit easier to do that too. Gun depression really kind of sucks at -4 and +20, but it makes up for it with that great frontal armor. So if you got to go up over a ridge, more than likely you're probably going to bounce around, especially if you're top tier. Gun traverse is 12 and 12. I wish it were more like 18 and 18. So you're getting, in an alright angle, right about the, I'd say close to where the tracks, corner of the tracks right here on each side. Where are we at here? 12, 12. Aim time, 2.01 seconds. Not bad at all. It's way under 3 seconds and just a little bit over 2. Not bad. Dispersion isn't the best at 0.39, but I mean, if you went with food, or you have a better crew, that you can get that drop down. My average damage per minute is 2448. Really good. You only get 850 hit points, but not to fear, because you got awesome frontal, basically awesome armor on this thing pretty much all the way around. And it's got goofy angles and slopes, and people think the only good, honest place that can really hit you and pen you is right here. The sides and even the sides are hard to pen on this thing. So you get 140 millimeters of very well sloped frontal armor. I had a couple of buddies that said that they looked at it in Armor Inspector, and it's like 280 to 300 millimeters of effective armor. And if you angle that, not over angle, but if you can angle that, you're going to get even better. It's 75 on the sides and 45 in the rear, which, even 45, HE shells, it's pretty darn flat, but HE shells with 45 millimeters of armor still isn't going to do a huge amount of damage, but it'll probably, it really depends on how much the penetration is of the enemy that's shooting you. If you're top tier and you're getting, tier 6 is shooting at you, not really too much to worry about, but you get a tier 8 flinging HE, then you got to worry a little bit more. Mobility on this is actually pretty darn good. It's 32.35 tons, so it's about the size and weight of a smaller medium tank. So you can bang into some light tanks, not really worrying too much, but I wouldn't go smash it into a heavy. The engine power is 520 horsepower. Specific power to weight is great at 16.07. Top speed is forward, 54 in forward, 16 in reverse. Concealment is 24.18, so it's really got really good concealment. View range is it's awesome, but it's also because I've got the binocular telescopes at 438, and signal range is 525. So if you want to hold on, we are going to have some gameplay and some post-game stats, so I will be right back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, some boys and girls. So here we are in Paris in the SU-100M1, the little brother to the Object 268 version 4, which it is basically the Object 268 version 4 at tier 6. It is a beast. When they buffed this thing, they weren't joking around. This thing will bounce massive amounts of damage, especially when you're top tier like we are. The gun is phenomenal. The fire rate is phenomenal. Maneuverability, it's kind of right in the middle. Unfortunately, your gun dispersion is that's about the only thing that really, really sucks. I think you only get 4, if I remember right. But what we are going to do is shoot over here, and I already pinged on the map kind of where I was heading. When I'm top tier, at least I like to let the team kind of know where I'm going. That way they'll be like, oh, okay, so one of the top tiers is going that way, maybe I'll go this way or whatever. It just helps them out. So you can see this thing scoots right along. I mean, we're doing almost 50 kph, and we've been staying right at it. The specific power to weight on this is really good. And I decided I was going to get down here, and instead of just sitting back and playing, you shoot me, I shoot you, and watch this shot. Pow! So the accuracy isn't the best in the world, but we're able to put a round right in them. A little dude pops out, sticks a keister, one of my track. Now the thing that gets me is we got these tank destroyers right up along in here, okay? Now you can see where I'm at, and you see right here, see we got a tank destroyer here, one here, we got a medium here, and watch here in a little bit. Unless those guys really just completely move off, their 1357 comes up here and just starts pounding me right in the ass. I guess that's the easiest way to put it. So I want to get up here because I'm one of the top tiers. I want to be able to get up here, and I started getting rammed, kind of pushed around, but I wanted to get up here and you put my gun into use. But that's where my gun, that guy was just waiting to pop out, but he bounced anyways. But he bounced. But the gun depression on this, it's really so bad that I went to shoot at that tank, and you saw the gun, and boop, it just popped up. The round shot up in the buildings up there, because it popped way over. So he was at one horrendous angle right there, so it bounced. So I back up, and that T-25-2, I don't know if he was saving his repair kit for a rainy day, but T25, okay, let's go to T25, gold round, just bounced. T25-2, standard round, just bounced. Cromwell, gold round, bounced. So far, we haven't been penned a single time. We have 850 hit points, so we've already bounced 600. But here in a minute, yeah, the Hellcat's still in the corner. But you'll see that 1357 comes right up in here, starts just pounding me right in the ass. But yeah, so I keep this guy tracked, and we just dismantled him like so. There's that 1357. At first, I thought it was one of our own guys shooting me. I'm like, what the hell? So here I'm backing up and just letting him shoot me over and over. So he penned me 1, 2, 3, bounced 1, penned 2 more. Good thing that thing only does 80 some damage, because he basically did all the damage that I received, except at the end I get penned 1 more time from the Hellcat, I think it was. But yeah, you can see he was going. Let's see if I can back it up here. You know, right through the back of this, because it's just flatter and flat. At first, I thought it was one of our guys being an asshole because I was backed up right here. I thought this hill was covering me, but you can see that I was backed up right in here, and I didn't have the cover of the hill. So at first, when I thought it was one of our guys covering us, that's why I turned this way, and then I'm like, oh, that son of a bitch. I looked at my mini map, and I'm like, this dude right here. God bless America. Sorry, guys, I keep forgetting to switch this. And this, I'm going to leave like that, because every time I do a match or a replay, this goes right back to stock, bright as heck. If I would have been looking at my mini-map a little better, I would have realized there's a 1357 shooting me in the butt, and I could have pulled forward and probably got behind this little mound of gravel there and used that to stop getting shot. But, yeah, so anyways, I figure, you know, that sucked. I'm going to go try and kill him now. The front on this, kind of a piss poor shot on my part there. The frontal armor on this is just so phenomenal. All you got to do is get your front pointed towards the enemy and just rock and roll. So the Panther M10 just shot a gold round at me, premium round, bounced him. That's what I'm saying. The front of this thing is just so 268 version 4. That's the easiest way to put it. Just everything that hits your front just normally bounces. And I'm going to get around this corner. And, you know, you're in a tank destroyer that doesn't have a turret. And these guys just, they don't understand it. Well, he actually stopped. But I came around on this 1357, popped a couple more rounds. All he did was knock my track off, and so he basically bounced that one. I saw this guy over here. I click on the mini-map, and I get turned around as quick as I possibly can. You can see me clicking right now. He launches an HE shell at me and does, wow, he actually did 134 damage. So he just bounced the Hellcat round, and I was locked on something. That did penetrate. We bounced another Hellcat round. So I do a blind shot. We get loaded, take him out. We just bounce another Hellcat round. So I decide, you know, I've been getting pretty lucky. I bounced 3 of his rounds. I'm going to push. But I do take a blind shot. You can see I hit the dirt back there. That 1357, boy, I really wanted him bad. But he ends up just getting knocked out here in a second. Oh, I think I actually light up the leaf blower, and that's why, that might be why he got put on my little list. So we take a shot. We just auto-locked. Didn't want to stop and aim because I knew if I did that, I wasn't going to get the shot off probably. And at that range, I knew if I just did an auto-lock, we were close enough to hit him. So, yeah, it shows that we did 1,423 damage, but we actually did more than that. And it shows that we blocked 1,635 damage. Yes, 1,635. This only has 850 hit points. So basically, they had to have killed us 2 times. This thing is a beast, guys. I'm telling you. If you don't have it, do yourself a favor. Go buy it. It is just so well worth it. So we end up winning this match here. That's, no, I didn't light that leaf blower up. I wonder why on God's green earth it's on my damage list. I didn't light him up. I didn't shoot him. Must have been because he splashed, did some splash damage on me. That's all I can think of. He was still sitting over in the same spot. You know, if I'd have been like, hey, my team's almost dead, I'd have been hauling butt, not sitting in the same spot. But yeah, so anyways, if you want to hold on, I will have some post-game stats and we'll have another replay. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so here's the post-game stats for that match. It was a Master Badge 2, Duelist, and a Fire for Effect. Bounced a lot of damage. We've only got 800 and, 850 hit points? Yeah, 850 hit points, so we'll go over that in a little bit. Let's kind of go over what we shot. So, I did take a lot of blind shots where the Hellcat was, but he kept dipping down, and so I did miss several shots, but it's just blind shots I was taking. We originally spotted up the AMX 1357. We spotted him, the Cromwell, and the E2. The AMX 1357 was getting shots on my butt. Out of the 8 rounds he hit me with, he bounced 3. I don't know if he actually hit me with all 8, but he did bounce 3 of them on the back of this thing. I'm telling you, this is the Object 268 version 4, just the Tier 6 version. The WN8 for this match was 3,480, so a great Super Unicom WN8 on that match. We hit the Panther M10. Average damage on this is 250, so we hit him for 255. Knocked out his engine, bounced one of his rounds for 135, and he got hit for 151 upon a spotting. The T-25-2, we finished him off, hit 3 times. We hit him, we kept knocking his track off, holding him in place, and just drilling him, and just got him taken out. Did 609 damage to him. Knocked out his track, destroyed his track, and I think he just actually tracked me. And he got hit for, if I can hold the thing still, 241 damage upon us knocking his track off. Bounced 3 rounds from the 1357 in the rear for 180 damage. The Cromwell, we hit him 1 time for 258. Bounced 2 of his rounds for 270. The E2, we finished him off, did 28 damage to him, and knocked out his track, and he got hit for 221 damage upon us. Did we spot him or track him? Oh, spotted him. The Skoda T-25 bounced 1 of his rounds for 110. Hellcat, we hit him 2 times for 540, so I think I must have got a blind shot on him, at least 1. Knocked off his track, bounced 3 of his rounds for 720. The M4, we damage upon a spotting was 10. PZ-4H, we bounced 2 of his rounds for 220. SU-122A, he got damage for 105 upon a spotting. And Leaf Blower, he must have been on here just because he splashed me or something, because I didn't spot him or shoot at him. That's weird. But anyway, so we did second most damage at 1,690. That T-43 player had a great game. 5 kills, almost 2 grand in damage. Wow. So we did 1,690 damage, 2 kills, base experience of 826. We had 14 shots, 9 hit, 8 pen. All standard rounds. I didn't even shoot a single. Normally I shoot my first round as a premium. Single, nope, everything was all standard rounds. 1,690 damage from a distance of more than 300 meters, 267. We got hit 21 times. Yes, 21 times. Do I hear it? Object 268 version 4, but at tier 6? Yes, you're right. 8 penned us, 13 bounced. And we got hit for 3 times for some splash damage. We bounced 1,635 damage. We only have 850 hit points. So basically, they killed us 2 times over. This thing is a beast. We spotted 3, damaged 5, destroyed 2, did 728 in assisted damage, and we shot all standard rounds, so we made 22,163 credits. So yeah, if you can get this, if you're not already running to your garage to buy it, get it. It is so well worth it. It is literally the Object 268 version 4 at tier 6, and you will see that coming up here in just a second with 2 replays. The one that I just showed you the post-game stats for and one I had yesterday. Both of them we were top tier, but I've been playing tier 10, or excuse me, tier 7s off and on today, just a couple matches. But every time I play tier 7, I'm top of the matchmaker, so you can't go wrong there. You play tier 8, you're at the bottom. Play tier 5, you're at the bottom. Play tier 6, you're at the bottom. Play tier 7, you're at the top. So I'm going to play tier 7. So, Well, anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, we will be right back with some gameplay. And, yeah, be ready to rock and roll. Actually, it'll be the second. You already seen one match. It'll be the second match. I'm sorry, I forgot. I already did the replay for one of them. So yeah, you're going to see the second match here in just a second. So I'll be right back with match number 2, guys. Alrighty, so we find ourselves on Mountain Piss. Mountain Pass. And we're top tier again. This is a match I had yesterday. I haven't played this Tank Destroyer in so long. And I just kept hearing people talk about, oh, the SU-100M1, SU-100M1. Oh, it's like that's a monster. The frontal armor is like 300 millimeters of effective armor. I'm like, you know, I'm going to go run this thing and see what all the jazz is about. And boy, I couldn't be happier that I did. I haven't run this thing in so long. I only had like 13, 14 matches in it now. So I only had like 11 matches in it before I played it a couple times. And the only reason I only had 11 matches in it is because the thing used to be a piece of crap. Everything pens you. The gun was anemic. The whole tank was just anemic. It just really was just kind of a raunchy tank destroyer. But the 268 version 4 came out and they buffed the whole lineup basically, changed it around a little bit, and this thing is a monster. Now, given this is the first match I've had in this since it's been buffed, and when I get up here, even though I'm top tier, I'm in the tank destroyer. I don't want to get down there and get circle strafed by 2 or 3 tanks. So I stay up here and wait a little bit for anything that's, you know, coming up through the little valley right here to see if I can get some shots at it. So I do kind of play it a little bit safe, and I'm gonna fast forward it here. Nothing happens, and I don't want you guys to fall asleep waiting. So one of our tanks is going down yonder, and then I decide, okay, I'm going down too. Now, if I remember right, my gun depression gets me kind of, just a shitty shot. I thought my gun depression got me screwed on that shot, but just my great shooting. You see me shaking it around, but she aims in pretty good. Dispersion's not the best. It's like 0.39. I wish I would have got loaded quick enough. But it aims in really quick, and then here comes the stuck. I mean, these guys were coming across the bridge saying, hey, please shoot me. And look at this. I just bounced around from the Jackson. So we've already bounced 490. And remember, this has only got 850 hit points. So it's not like it's got 1,000 hit points. It's you know, pretty low. I mean, it's a tier 7 too. But now watch this when I come around this corner. Some hidden tank destroyers here. Just bounced around from the gold premium round from the T-34S, the shielded. We hit him. He doesn't move. I think I might have knocked his track off. He gets taken out. I'm like, oh goody, everybody's dead. So let's go up there and get their cap. Another shot. Nashorn. Awesome gun. Just shoots me with a premium round. Bounces. I just get hit by the Nashorn again. Bounce that round. He's dead. So everything that has shot me in the front has done nothing but bounce. Look at this. Bingo. 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 Nothing. This thing just, it's like, literally, I'm telling you guys, it's the 268 version 4 at tier 6. It is such a beast, it's not even funny. I'm going to kind of fast forward a little bit because I think nothing was up here. I only had 930 damage. I'm like, oh man, come on, I need to get more damage. This sucks. Something. And then I saw the our artilleries. I'm thinking, yay! Got slowed down a wee bit too much coming up here, so we didn't get any of the kills on the artilleries. So I'm still wanting to get more damage, so I decide I'm going to go around the corner. At first I get on cap for a second here, and then I go around the corner. I wanted to get at least over 1,000 flipping damage. So we see the bishop, hit him. That thing shoots so fast it's not even funny. But we got over 1,000 damage, so I was at least happy I got over 1,000 damage. I wasn't going to go, at first I was thinking about it to go after the E25, and I thought, no, by the time I get over there, these guys will have capped it out. Because we got 1 on cap, we got 3 over here getting on cap. So there's no way on God's green earth I would have made it over to the E25 to you know, kill him. But yeah, so he bounced 1,040 damage. Almost all the rounds that hit me were premium, except for I think one. So, yeah, Object 268 version 4 at tier 6. That is the easiest way to describe how playing this thing is. It is a beast. So, yep, we end up capping that out. I thought the E25 actually got taken out too, but maybe it didn't. But yeah, so anyways, I'm telling you, if you can get it, guys, it is so well worth it. Um, you know, you get to where you're low on the totem pole for matchmaker. Yeah, you know, you're probably gonna get penetrated a little bit easier because you know they're up around over 300 with their premium rounds. Standard rounds are 220, 240, 260, depending on what they're in. At tier 8, and you can see tier 9s in this too. I just got lucky that I was, top dog on the matchmaker list both times. But oh, I saw somebody hit me. You can see red right on my gun. Somebody hit the tip of the gun there. I was wondering why. I'm like, what the heck is that red? Too close there. But yeah, it is so well worth the money, and it's not that expensive. I mean, the credit. I mean, I think it's under. I'm almost positive it's like 860 some thousand. It's under a million credits. It is definitely well worth it though, guys. Yeah, do yourself a favor, get it. And if you're working up this line to the 268 version 4, awesome line to grind. You got this one. After this, you go to the tier 8. You got the SU. I think that's the 101. 101M or something like that, and then you go to the 268, 263, yeah, 263, and then you go to the Object 268 version 4. All of them are awesome tank destroyers. All of them have great guns. All of them pretty fast firing. All of them they're just great. It's a fun line to grind, which that's hard to say. And most times, you're grinding a tank line to get up to the tier 10. By the time you get to the tier 10, you're like, oh, sell all those. I don't ever want to touch them again. This one would be one that you would definitely want to keep because it is a joy, actually a lot of fun to play. And so is the tier 8 and the 9. Near the tier 9, they did, unfortunately, took the Nerf baseball bat to it, but they had to because it was a tier 10. They bumped it to a 9. So they do have to make changes to it. That's a given. But the tier 7, 8 got buffed, and everybody knows about the 268 version 4. That thing is just a flippin' beast. But yeah, get it, guys. I'm telling you, you'll love it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed these two matches, the replays, and the reviews. So if you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.